Monthly marketing happenings, plus a little woo for a change. Those of you who have been around a while will not be surprised by the last part of that subject line. For years, I sprinkled in the non-physical side of my life and highlighted the mentors from afar that I follow and how they've impacted me. I've always honored my intuition in work and life and feel pulled more into that space every day. Rest easy if this isn't your thing, it's not taking over center stage. But in our quest to stand out, to be seen and heard, I believe it's a good idea to tap into what makes you uniquely you on the soul side as well as the 3D you side. Back to the as-promised marketing content from around the web.as always, there is at least one social media post, starting with this one from Meet Edgar, a social media content management application. It's not the one I use, and that's a money thing. It's more than I care to invest at this point, but they post great tips and strategy content. And this one gives you a behind-the-scenes look at their Facebook Live experiment and how to make the most of that tactic. Email marketing is still the #1 way to increase engagement and sales. Most of you reading this have a list that you communicate with. And though you spend time and mental energy, aka anguish, writing what you think is important content, you may not get the open rates you think you deserve. This article on Forbes.com by Forbes staffers has a short list of 5 ways to increase open rates. Tired of the same old lead magnet? Quizzes and assessments are hot. Interactive is where it's at, and this article from Copy Hackers is a tell-all on why, how, and what options there are for creating them. I'm using a platform they didn't mention called Interact. Next week I'll be offering you a chance to take my new quiz and give me feedback, and tell you why I went with them. This is not a short how-to-blog post, rather it's a comprehensive guide to creating a great quiz, which comes after the data proving that it's worth it. I have it printed out as I work through creating mine, and now, for the woo. Caroline MYSS is known to some of you, I'm sure. If not, and you value an intelligent contribution to the conversation of all things spiritual, both far out and more mainstream, then I recommend Caroline. Her sense of humor is razor sharp and she is no BS when it comes to personal responsibility. She has been hosting a series called Reflections for years. The context is living in the world with spirit, mysticism, healing, archetypes, and more of those kinds of subjects. As part of the marketing to promote her offer to buy access to all of these live classes, she's been offering the first session of a few of the multi-session courses. This one, titled Pebbles in the Well, is about getting to know your spirit, its voice, your spiritual needs, and more. After reading most of her books and listening to hours of her recorded teachings, I still have room for more. I hope those of you who make spirit an intentional part of your day enjoy this. Let me know. I mentioned last week that I was going to do a manifesto webinar, and that's true. Then I thought I'd move it back to do one on sales. You know, that thing that keeps the lights on, the thing that everyone has to master to stay in business? I'd had a few conversations with people who thought that the need for a sales training is greater than need to get that manifesto done. And I almost went there. Here's why I'm sticking with the manifesto. Without a clear message, you will not master sales nor have successful marketing activities. Doing the manifesto work gives you clarity, confidence, and a better understanding of whom you serve. From there you can take on the world.